Blog report, Monday the 25th of July 2022. It's about 3:14 in the morning. Yeah, I've been dealing with a few things left in my head. I've noticed lately my family hasn't been visiting me much, or haven't slept enough to have my family visit me in my dreams anymore. I think I pissed them off again. Triggers are hot and heavy on some occasions. I mean, even yesterday when I was watching the end of George Washington, they had a series on YouTube, and I was watching this. A biopic that happened back in 1984, 1985. It was a six or three-part miniseries on him. Barry Bostwick played the lead character. Patty Duke played Martha. Hell of a combination for these two. I think I talked about this on the videos, but I'm not sure. What got to me is most of the stuff I was going through. You know, I cut down 6 hours to maybe about 4 or 5 hours if I'm lucky, just scrolling through a few things here and there, just boom, 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 until I get to a point where I see action or I see something that's going to be emotionally or something that's going to be mattering more. Sorry, my dinner's getting to me. Hodgepodge on that one. Well, what was getting to me yesterday was the emotional toil that just put me into a situation where I couldn't even form or function. Not to mention my own damn cooking damn near killed me. I mean, chicken strips have to be cooked at a certain temperature and cooked all the way through. Couldn't be showing any pink, but even when it doesn't show any pink, you still got to cook it all the way through. Well, I thought I wasn't seeing any pink. And I thought I cooked it all the way through, but I was a little bit more tender than usual. I'm surprised the little girl hadn't thrown up yet. I damn near in the bathroom. But I didn't. And the thing of it is, I gotta watch it on my damn cook, and I gotta get some cleanup done in this place. So if I'm gonna be cooking more, at least I'll have something to clean up. At least I'll have somewhat of a functional kitchen. Somewhat. Shit. Yeah. I'm not doing so good myself. So that was giving me some problems. But when I saw the show and I'm trying to get past it, and then I see the portions where Washington, and they did this okay, I guess. But it didn't show him turning into the president of the United States, just getting through his childhood stages to adult, teenager to young adult to soldier to great old fart, and then him going to see Martha and the Billmans, right? And the in between stuff is usually, sorry, it's stuff irritating my damn ear at this point over here. I know. Still, Washington's farewell to troops. What they were doing in this particular scene was Washington already turned in his resignation as the commander in chief of the armed forces of the Continental Army. And he was saying farewell to his officers that served him so well for over a decade and a half, apparently, of service. And those who stayed with him, he was hugging them like crazy, crying like crazy. The emotional impact of the damn thing was driving me nuts, where I was having several episodes of it. I was having episodes. No, I was just trying to hold back a damn yawn here. But it was a trigger. It was a massive trigger. I didn't even realize I was also being triggered in other ways. And I'm watching this and I'm putting it on pause and I'm bawling my head off. I'm going through the process. I'm going through the tsunami on this damn thing. I mean, it was tearing me apart left and right. I had to get through it somehow. But this is like during the last 5 minutes of the damn movie, you know? 6 hour pick. And then the last 5 minutes is the last thing that tears me apart. Couldn't tear me apart earlier on in the film. I remember it had been a few other areas over that, but just wasn't hitting me as much as it should have been. One thing almost did hit me when they showed that Patty Duke's kids, one of them, became an endearment to George Washington's character, Ostrich's character of George Washington. Accomplished pianist for a young kid. I mean, playing the piano like crazy. And a free spirited young girl suffering through epilepsy, it looks like. Holy crap. I think I had to talk about this one in the last couple of videos on this one. Because I remembered my mother going through the damn stuff through her stories. Ma had been born sickly. She had been born with epilepsy. In Utah, back then, and I don't know if it still is now, but epileptic could not have children. They thought it was a curse or something like that. It was not treatable, or could have been treatable with certain medications. But I really didn't understand the neuroscience back then, didn't understand the brain. My mother told me of one barbaric treatment where they emptied the liquid out of the damn skull just to x-ray it. X-ray the brain. How the hell did my mother survive something barbaric like that? And I couldn't even find any reference for this one. Couldn't even find it. How do you do that? How do you do that to a life? But they did it to my mother, according to what she said. I don't know if I take it in heart. I can't verify the damn medical procedure anywhere. And something like that would have been leaving a scar on her. But she did get medications for it, and it was treated for a long while, and then it kind of muted out. And for a while, she was all right, but then she felt like she was getting through the stuff again. So she had to get the medications changed for an adult. But I didn't see her go through any of it. But if she was, I didn't see it. I didn't recognize it. That's the thing. Ma told me the stories, but I really had to understand about the diagnosis, what the doctors were talking about, and what Ma was going through. Because some of the stuff she was actually going through could have been epilepsy and not a stroke. I know she had many strokes because her behavior and the physical movements in her later life, it was affecting her a great deal. And she had talked to my brother about it, more so. She could have been talking to me about it, but because I wasn't paying attention as I should have. Scared the hell out of me, though. Only because I don't know whether or not if I'm going to be dealing with the epilepsy or not, because I haven't had that situation happen to me yet. I've had open heart surgery. I've had crooked limbs when I was born. And at 4 years old, well, people know the story about this one now. 4 years old, open heart surgery, correcting mitral valves. Died on the table 3 times, came back to life 3 times. Changes a person a great deal. Yeah, I've got itchy skin right now. toughened pieces of skin, just toughening up. Anyway, I did understand about epilepsy. But when I'm seeing this kid going through it, my head was starting to go through the causes of it. They used lead a great deal. Now, these days, we understand that lead poisoning is a horrible way to die because they leave deposits in the brain. And the brain's functions change a great deal. The neurochemistry changes a great deal. Not to mention the physical aspects of it. I remember some video somewhere where someone's pouring lead right out of a damn brain. Liquid lead. I don't know if that was real or not, but I know it was on a news cycle somewhere. I just couldn't remember where. That scared the hell out of me. But that's only if somebody was constantly exposed to lead. Now, back in the colonial days, lead was everything, including the utensils. So I'm kind of surprised everyone else wasn't going crazy or anything else like that, or just trying to live a normal life. And they lived a short life because of what they were going through, how they were living. Seeing this girl going through the epilepsy could have been the brain having strokes or something like that. And she's not remembering what the hell is going on until she dies. Something like that would have been jawing at me, and it could have set me off during that time. It probably did. Didn't even realize it. Because when I started seeing Washington's troops, his officers hugging Washington while he's crying, it got to me where I was thinking about when was the last time I had hugged my brother and mom. It hurt like hell. It hurt me like hell. Here I am seeing a family being broken apart. And that's to me how it was being equated in my head. It's a family being broken apart. It's a simple act of love between officers. Those who are willing to give their lives for the other guy. It was the most emotional thing I could ever come across. And it did. I mean, it was so emotionally powerful that I was still having problems dealing with it all day long. It was just the depression and just not able and willing enough to deal with anything, including the fireworks going off again. I discovered out in the back of the apartment complex in the side streets that somebody had set off some fireworks. I'm not quite sure if the people in the cul-de-sac actually called it in. They should have, but they didn't. They should have. And then people over here didn't give a shit about it anyway. They really don't. Because otherwise they would have done something about it. And they generally don't. So. Doesn't matter we're still under fire watch. Doesn't matter that we're still under a drought. And doesn't matter that July 4th has already been gone 20 some odd days. Nope. They don't want to blow something up or launch something because they want to see it. Yeah. They want to see it. Not the rest of us. But when I see pictures and when I see film, of the hug or family acting as if they are a family, either you're fictitious or not. It doesn't matter. I am going through the emotions. I'm going through them. It hurts, but then again, since when it hasn't. And I could cry my eyeballs out over here, and nobody gives a shit about it. Oh, I got neighbors over here screaming and yelling their heads off left and right. Right now, they're all gone to bed, sleeping their asses off. Wait until a few hours from now when they gotta go to work. Deal with life on life's terms. Me, on the other hand, I'm dealing with a closeted environment where closing myself off from everybody. I think I feel safe, but no, I feel like a closeted person. That's how I'm being treating myself right now, as a closeted person. It hurts. I'm probably doing this to myself, suffering to myself, just suffering because I would probably choosing to do so. Is that how it's working? It's a scary thing, especially when I keep thinking about stuff like that. Because I'm not quite sure how the hell I'm supposed to be dealing with life like that. And I'm having a hard time trying to go over shit. Right now, I'm waiting for my computer to start downloading some other crap onto into a flash drive, so I can get it off my computer and save some space. How am I fucking doing these days? Somebody want to tell me about that one there? I see how people are trying to do stuff and feeling happy about it and smiling their asses off left and right. And me, I'm a miserable son of a bitch. But I did something for myself, hopefully during the start of school. I spent $9 on a damn fairground ticket. Not refundable, but still. When it starts up in August, well, if I actually got the time, I'm heading over towards their fairground somehow and see if I can walk on there and have some fun. Hell, I couldn't even do that for the damn movies because I felt like I trapped myself emotionally in this place. I have. And I'm getting triggered left and right. I'm crying my eyeballs out left and right. I'm feeling depressed. And it's a hell of a cycle to go through. The tickets was an extension of me trying to get the hell out of here. I understand about school coming up, but I didn't have the chance to give me some fun. You know, in summertime, you're supposed to have a little fun. I mean, unwinding is one thing, and relaxing is another thing. But there's something called fun, and if that's not doable, I don't know what else is. So that's what I was doing to myself, trying to see if I was going to be having fun or not. And apparently, I screwed that up somehow. I don't know how I did it, but all I know is that almost every single day, it's either dealing with uh, the emotional tsunami and then the depression, or wake up and you're depressed as hell because of what happened yesterday. And the brain remembers, and so does the body. Despite the fact I'm trying to struggle to stay awake, my body wants to put me into a damn deep sleep. But I'm sleeping about an hour and a half, every 3 or 4 hours. That's not good. It should be about 6 to 8 hours. I'm not kidding you. It means I'll have to go for 6 hour naps. 6 1 hour naps, or maybe about a 2 hour nap here and then maybe a few hour naps here and there. Takes out the joy of life, but it's still something I have to go through. I'm not looking forward to it. Tell you the truth, I'm not looking forward to any of it. So what the hell am I supposed to be doing about it? Beats the shit out of me. Meanwhile, I gotta deal with what I gotta deal with right now. Concerning about the gadget I've still got over here, the carpet cleaner. Haven't used it. I tell you, by the time I'm going to be using this damn thing, they're going to be taking it away. But they haven't come over here yet. It's been almost a week. Go figure with these kids. Meanwhile, I'm still waiting for some of the stuff to get emptied out of my computer, backlogged, so I can start doing the dumping. Then afterwards, get shit off my phone, put it on the computer, so I can transfer it over to the flash drive again. That's going to be fun. Little stages here and there, but still important. I don't like to lose data. Alright, that should be enough. So for right now, we'll do the postings of the videos later. That's the only things I can do for right now. Adios, folks.